Today I'm reviewing the BF Goodrich all-terrain TA KO2s. I got these tires in October, and I've driven them in pretty much all the conditions that Buffalo has to offer. Pretty much taking them on everything but sand. So if you want that, you want a video on that, you might have to look at some of these other guys that do a motocross or whatever. That kind of racing, but for everyday driving and your practical use of pretty good all-terrain tires, I can give you as much detail as I've been able to put together in these few months. So right here, these are 31s by 10.5, which is the largest tire you can fit on a Jeep Wrangler TJ without needing any sort of lift. I have no problems with that. They fit perfectly. I do have aluminum wheel spacers here, so they do stick out a little bit more. Give me a wider wheelbase, which is something I really like. It seems to give more stability when you're driving. But as far as these tires go, cost about nearly $200 a pop with installation and everything. Maybe about $190-ish. They didn't come with a warranty. I don't know if that's common, but I can see that as, I don't know, I could see them not issuing a warranty considering the different types of uses these tires are put through. You know, you take it off-roading and blow it out, it's really not the tire's fault. Maybe it's what you were driving on, you know. So they seem to be branded for things like that and marketed towards that type of use. I've pretty much just driven these on city streets, some dirt roads, stone roads, and all that kind of stuff. I've driven them in the snow. We've had a couple pretty heavy snows here in Buffalo. In icy conditions, wet conditions, cold and wet conditions. They're nice. They handle really well. I'd say in the snow they're great. Great traction, great stopping, great acceleration. They're not really that noisy. No more so noisy, maybe even less than I had these Mastercrafts before. Just before these tires, the Corsair AXTs. Those are kind of noisy on the highway. These aren't so noisy, to my surprise. The one thing I noticed was in really cold conditions on regular roads, if the roads are wet, you slide. If you brake kind of heavily, you have a tendency of sliding a little bit more. I don't know if that's because if the rubber gets really hard, and if that's why it does it, but I did notice that. Somebody may know why. Let me know, I'm not sure. But besides that, I mean, if you're going too fast and you have to brake really quickly, I don't know, it's probably not the smartest thing to do, but let's see, what else? They seem pretty durable. I don't have really any. We drive on, we get a lot of road salt put on our roads here. Some people don't get as much salt put down, which can wear your tires pretty heavily over the winter. It doesn't seem like these wore through that quickly. There is some over the last few months, but just because I've driven a lot. I've driven across the state. Let's see, yeah, all around the area. I've put a lot of miles on these so far, so that might be why they're worn, maybe more so than usual. But other than that, I think they're great all around tires. They could be used for everyday driving situations. they do what you need to have them do when you need it. So they passed the test of, you know, normal everyday driving. And I have seen them. I've seen videos of people using them out on those, like those motocross races or whatever they are, where they're out on the sand and everything, and they seem to do pretty well there. So I'm sure this is a really great all-around tire for that too. But like I said, I have no complaints about them other than that they slide a little bit. It might also be because they're not completely broken in, who knows. But great in the snow, great all around driving tire, quiet, smooth ride. And like I said, these are the 31 by 10.5s, which fit on these stock 15-inch Jeep wheels, and without any sort of lift on this Jeep. If you have any questions about anything, let me know, please. Comment. If you want to see anything else, also let me know too. I'll do what I can. Okay. So these are the BF Goodrich all-terrain TA KO2s on my 05 Jeep Wrangler TJ. Take a look. I did a review for the Garvin Wilderness roof rack also, so if you're interested in that, take a look. Really like that rack. And also I did a review on this Rugged Ridge brush card. So, alright, sorry about the wind here if it's a little windy, but okay, thanks for watching. Keep Jeeping.